How's it going, everyone? NuttyNu here. In today's video, I wanted to go ahead and discuss the controversial video that I posted up a couple days ago. I want to go and make this a video to help better explain to the family, to the viewers that are wondering what happened, what went wrong, and why everyone's mad at me, why everyone's mad at the whole video. So let's go ahead and discuss the video. I'm gonna lay down some facts from my perspective, and then I'm gonna go ahead and talk a little bit about what happened and etc. All right. So a couple days ago, Monday evening, I went to the Fred Meyer gas station, pumped up my gas. As I was finished pumping up my gas, I was getting ready to leave when I heard this young man across the road from Muldoon at the bus station. He was yelling. He was crossing from Muldoon, where dang how the bus station is. He was yelling, and then he started making his way towards the gas station, and that's when I started recording. And as he got closer, and as I zoomed into his face, I noticed his face was all bleeding. Right away, it came to my mind that yes, he obviously got into a fight. I don't know who beat him up, or I don't know what happened, but that's all I witnessed. So from there on, the video that I shot was just him coming towards the gas station. He was kind of upset, yelling, just kind of cursing a little bit, and he was really bleeding all over his mouth and nose. And a lot of people at that time, he was yelling, and then he went to my left side, and that's where he met one of the gas station worker, and the gas station worker was just like, where did you get assaulted, what happened, etc., etc. And after that, I just left. So I shot that video, and a couple hours later, I posted it onto my YouTube channel. I titled it Side Muldoon Fight Turns Bloody, or Side Muldoon Fight Turns Bloody. Now, first, when I posted it, this is where stuff got crazy. Some of my viewers started commenting right away that, oh snap, he's on drugs, meth is crazy, etc., etc. And then a few other people that know this gentleman said that he was mentally disabled. And this is the fact. I did comment it. I'm not gonna lie or change my word. I did comment that. I commented, which is also a statement, and I commented mental disability. No, I comment drug addiction is not a mental disable. Now, what I meant by that is that if you do drugs and you become addicted to it, that doesn't make you mentally disabled. At no time did I meant to direct that comment to the gentleman, the victim in the video, or at no time did I meant to claim that he was on drugs or anything like that, guys. That wasn't the point of this video. That wasn't the point of the video, to bash him, saying that, oh, he's a drug addict and this is what drug addict people do. Not at all. So that wasn't the point of this video. The point of this video, the reason why I uploaded was really because if you guys know me, you guys know that I film a lot of crazy stuff going on in Anchorage. Whether it's anything that's crazy that doesn't happen on the normal day, I like to film it and I upload it and make my community, my viewers, aware of what's going on. That's really the point of the reason why I uploaded this video. At no point did I put crazy homeless guy got into a fight, crazy drunk guy got into a fight. I didn't put any of those things in the titles or in the comments because I didn't know what happened. Now, this is where it gets crazy, because once one of the guy, or later, during that time, the victim's brother commented saying that, hey, this is my brother, etc., etc. That's when I shut down the video. That's when I turned down the video, and I looked on the guy who commented, which is his brother. His name is Anthony, just for the record. So if you guys don't believe me, you guys can talk to Anthony. Anthony commented on the video saying that this is his brother, and that's when I shut down that video. I then went onto Facebook and searched up his name because I wanted to contact him. I was able to search up his name, and I contacted him, and I explained to him why I shot the video, and I apologized if there was any misunderstanding, and etc., etc. he later tells me a little bit about the stories of his brother, of his background. His brother is the same age as me. The victim is the same age as me. We're both 28. So he tells me his background, that he has ADHD, mental disability, etc. He likes to go walk around, and sometimes he talks to people and shit gets crazy, and sometimes they just jumps him. That's the story. I'll go ahead and put some screenshots if you guys want to read it. Then he later says that, you're the first one who came here and actually apologized for something like this, for uploading the video, etc., etc. And Anthony later commented saying that, yeah, if you can go ahead and tell your viewers and explain to them that he's not a drug addict, to clear his name. That's when I went back and made my video public, and then in the description of the video, I put a please read the story about this young man, etc., etc., etc. I'm not gonna talk about it, but you guys saw it, you guys read it. I later went onto my Facebook page. I made an apology earlier about posting up the video, and I took it down. And then after I was done talking with Anthony, I went back on there and posted the video and put a disclaimer, please read, this is what happened, this young man got beat up, he's mentally disabled, etc., etc. Now that's what happened, and those are all facts. I'm not changing anything or nothing at all. Later in the post, his father also came onto the comment section and verified what would happen. I verified his comments, and then I thought that thing was good from there, because at that time when I remade the video available, at that time I was hoping I was able to send a clear message saying that, some people are mentally disabled. This is something that happened in the world or in our community, and I was hoping to send a positive message for anybody out there to never judge again. For me, now that's the story. Now I'm gonna tell my opinion on why I did what I did and some things. So let's go back to the time when I was filming. First and foremost, when he was coming across the street, he was yelling. He's a big guy, I'm a small guy. Right away, I wasn't gonna intervene or go intervene at all, because if you were to put your shoes in my shoes, would you intervene with somebody that's yelling, mad, kind of like out of control? I wouldn't do so, because I also conceal carry, and one of the things about concealed carry is that you never want to put yourself in a situation where you might have to use it. So let's just take, for example, what if I was to intervene and he was still mad, and what if he tried to attack me and I was concealed carry? I did not want to use my weapon on him. That's one of the reasons why I did not help him or I did not intervene. So I want to make this clear to everyone, because a lot of people are saying, oh, you should stop filming. Instead of filming, you should have helped him. So these are some of the reasons why I wasn't able to intervene or help in any way. And again, when he came to the gas station, there was already a worker there that was kind of like already in the process of helping him. He was already on the phone with somebody, either APD or whatever. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't intervene. One of the reasons why I don't do that, because I take a look at the situation, and if I can help, I'll help. But if I'm gonna make it worse, or if I don't know what's gonna happen, I'm not gonna help. Let's say, for example, if I was there when he was getting beat up still, of course I wouldn't be filming. I would try to stop the fight. But this is all after the fight already, guys. So this is after the fight already. His adrenaline was already pumping. He was yelling. He's a bigger guy than me. So if I try to intervene and he goes crazy on me, I don't know what he's going to do. And at that time, I don't know if he was drunk or drugs, or I didn't know that he was mentally disabled. So none of those, I have to use my judgment too if I want to intervene or help him. So at that time, it was best to not intervene and let the worker do his thing, because he was already in touch with the worker. So that's number one why I did not intervene, or why I kept filming. And I want to also tell you guys that as a videographer, as a vlogger, my history is all about filming. Anything I see, I film. So that's just the natural state of me. So a lot of people tell me why I do this. I film for a living, guys. I shoot videos for a living. This is what I do. When I see stuff like this, I film it. And again, it can always be used as a good thing or a bad thing. Let's say I was also there when he was getting beat up, and let's say I filmed it. It can also be used as good evidence to find out who did this to him. So that's some of the opinions and stuff like that. Now, I guess everybody's really mad because they assume, or they thought that my message, my comment was saying that he was a drug addict or drug addiction, which, like I said it earlier already, I'm not going to say it again. That comment where I said that drug addiction is not a mental disabled, that comment, that statement was never meant to go towards him or anyone. That wasn't the point of the video. Yeah, a lot of people in the comment section went right away and start saying that, but you also have to think that you also have to remember that we live in Anchorage where there is a lot of that, so that's one of the things that people go towards. So a message for the family is that I want you guys just to be a little bit more open-minded. I know you guys are hurt seeing your brother, your cousin, your friend here bleeding, but I want you guys to remember that other people will assume that right away because the drug problem, the homeless problem is such a big problem up here in Anchorage, Alaska, that's one of the first things people assume. I want the family to put their shoes in the position where if that wasn't your family or your brother, and let's say that was a completely different person and that was the same situation, what would you think? You would probably think that too, that, oh, this is a, crazy guy, or, at that time, we don't know what to think. We just think of the worst case scenario. That's the human mind, the human mind thinks like that, when they see somebody yelling, bleeding, they think of the worst case scenario that, oh yeah, this is a bad guy. He just got into a fight. Let's just stay away from it. That's what we think. And I want people to be aware of that, I know it hurts to see that, oh yeah, this is my brother, this is my cousin, but you guys have to be open-minded too, because there are people out there that don't know this guy, and if they were to see a situation like this, you don't see this kind of stuff every day, but if they were to see something like this, they think of the worst case scenario, which is like, oh, either a homeless guy, a drug addiction, a fight gone wrong. That's what they think. So I want the family to be a little bit more open-minded about the situation, because like I say, I think right now everybody's just super pissed, super confused. People are mad at me for posting it, for making the statement that I made, misunderstanding, and I think a lot of people are just very furious right now. But again, my intention was to never make this a bad intention to the victim, to the family, or anybody. It was always to bring awareness to people. And if you guys don't think that this video brought awareness, well, guess what? It's doing it right now. Because right now, we are more open-minded now. Right now, since you guys are explaining to us that this young man is mentally disabled, we have a better understanding of people next time we see something like this. Now, in my mind, so after I shot the video, I came home, I found out that he was mentally disabled. I just thought about what I could have done. I had a latex glove in my car. I have napkins, and I could have put on a latex glove. I could have went to the gentleman and offer him napkins, water bottle, wash him off. But again, like I said, at that time, with the scenario that it was, he's yelling, he's crazy, he's yelling, he's going, he's angered, he's pumped with adrenaline. When you're in that situation, you got to really think if you want to intervene or not. And I think at that time, I just decided to not intervene. So I hope people don't get mad at me for not helping him, because, if you're in that situation, you got to think about it too. Do you help or do you not help? And sometimes it's best to not just intervene with the situation, because it can make it worse. So you got to think about that too, guys. So I really hope this video helps explain to everyone and let them know what the situation is all about, because there's some people that are just reading comments and haven't seen the video yet, and there are people who have seen the video and read the comments. And I want people to know that if you didn't see the video was just basically an aftermath of him coming up to the gas station, bleeding, adrenaline rushing, pumping a little bit. It's really it is gruesome. You know, if his face was bleeding. I don't know what happened. We don't know what happened. Like I said, we can only assume that he got jumped by somebody or some people. But that's what the video was about. That's what the comment section was about. The misunderstanding of labeling him as a drug addict, which he wasn't. You know, I remade the video public to make sure that we were all aware that this was a mental issue, and hopefully that was the message that could have been brought out from this video, this message. Now, I already apologized to the brothers of this victim, and also on behalf of and also told the brothers to send a message on behalf of me to the mom and dad. So if I haven't made that any more clear, I do apologize about this whole situation to the family, the brother, the mom, the father, and any family or any viewers that may have been offended or affected by this. Like I said, there was no harm done. It was just a big misunderstanding, and I hope you guys can forgive me. If you guys got any comment section, please leave in the comment section below. But I want to remind that we are all humans. We do make mistakes, and like I say, if I made a mistake, I'm willing to own up to it. So I hope you guys can appreciate that, and I hope you guys can understand the message. Thank you. Talk to you guys next time.